Welcome to the Lady in Black here at Darlington. Super Speedway here. It's not really a super speedway, but they call it one, even though it's not. This track is very, very difficult in the past. It is one of the more interesting tracks we go to because it is asymmetrical. You're not going to find this track in that easy to run on. It is an egg-shaped oval, very difficult to pass on because it's very narrow. And like I said, there's two different corners that you have to set your car up for. We're coming down to the nitty-gritty now. Coming to the final American Tour. We go to Michigan after this, where only a select number of cars will be starting that. I believe the 14 cars that did not start the round of Belgium are going to Michigan, along with a couple of other cars. I think there's a few that are going to be going. I think Kathnex might enter Joki Lethinen in the 15 car because of... Arndt normally drives that car, but Lethinen might be in there just for some oval experience. Madeline Myatt, I think, is going to be showing up there in the 11 car, amongst some other things. Christian Van der Pesch is back this weekend after having to sit out the last weekend at the round of Vancouver, or round of British Columbia at Vancouver. Anyway, let's go on to the Lady in Black. Despite never being comfortable with this track, Kenny Myatt is going to lead the field of 42 down to the green here at Darlington for 95 laps of no-holds-barred, close quarters racing here around this 1.3-mile oval. Here we go, Will Hoyt on the outside. Will Hoyt's been great at qualifying lately, but just hasn't had the luck finishing. Myatt gets off to an early lead over Andrew Cross in second position as the field maneuvers their way around this narrow track. You really can't go anything more than too wide around here. Myatt continues to lead as Will Hoyt now is trying the outside, making it work. Not going to work there, as now it looks like Cross is going to try underneath Myatt for the lead. Myatt's going to lead the first lap, however, here at Darlington. Now it'll be interesting to see which lane is the best here through one, and it's clear the inside works the best there. Ben Atkins has already fallen out of the race, and that's not good for him. One lap in and he's already blowing up the 20 cars. So tough break for the quick fit driver and our Quebec winner. I really was going to hope that Ben Atkins was able to form a bit of a championship run here. DJ Curtis is running in 14th position. He has been and he's our point leader, and he has been recently announced to be leaving Red Bull to going into the Petronas Honda Brigade to take over Saarinen car, which Saarinen's moving to the brand new 6 car. Ooh, looks like Cross has maybe a problem further up in the 6 car. Wonder what happened to Cross there. Sean Angel, who tends to do well on this track, would go underneath Cross here, entering turn 3. And there's a little bit of contact. That would put Cross, I believe, up into the outside wall there. Drove it a little bit hard there, and as the field kind of skates by Cross there. Not a whole lot Cross could do there when you've got Sean Angel pushing into the outside wall. A couple of cars have pitted because they got Darlington stripes. Andrew Cross is coming down pit road. Tyler Faber did already. They did not do well with the wall there, and Jacob Eichholz had to come in for a tire rub. Cross has a lot of issues with that car now. He took over the lead pretty early there, but not going to... obviously, I think he's out of it for now. Tristan Wilhoit has our helmet cam right now, and you're going to try and see him get by John Arndt here. However, it is kind of one of those tracks where you just got to kind of almost bide your time for a while here. Not an easy track to get around. James Shelley, Chris Washer, and pretty much everybody's trying to get by Ryan Matthews, who's trying the outside line, but it's not really working out well for Matthews. He's falling back as this is a very one-groove racetrack for a good deal of this track, so you got to be really careful. Ooh, problems for John Arndt there. Arndt's got a big problem as he's pulling off the road. That's going to pack people up there. Ooh, contact there between the 83 and I believe the 82, rather. And Alex Allen's around. That's going to be the first yellow of the race, I think. Look out, look out, look out. Not a lot of room there. Ooh, pad car slides in. Not a whole lot. A lot of these cars could do is a bunch of cars get into the wall trying to avoid. And Dodd's going to hit in there. Messina hits in. Stella's in. Saber's in it. Jackwater. Well, that was kind of silly, wasn't it? This one started when the 15 slows up here, and then, well, looks like DJ Curtis came down a bit there on the 82 car, and that's put the 82 and the 73 into the outside wall, and that's where Pad Car kind of slides in there. They're trying to get off the wall. A little further back, here comes the pack onto the scene. Just not a whole lot of places for Dodd to go because he had a bunch of cars underneath him. On board with Eddie Shum Pad Car. You're going to see this kind of take place in front of him. Field kind of stacks up front there. He's going to try and make a move, but he's got a bunch of cars coming in quick behind him, and not a whole lot Pad Car can do. Pad Car's going to try and get down the track as quickly as possible, and you're going to see just all mayhem break loose in front of him. And actually, he would drive into his teammate there, Chase Stella, and that's not going to be good for Pad Car. The big gain on that pit stop cycle was actually Chris Washer, who I believe gained 4 or 5 spots there on that cycle. Sean Angel leads the field down to the green. He's got to get a better start than Eichholz here, and, well, he doesn't really. Here comes Arndt coming rocketing up in the back. He's going to have to get on the brakes, but that inside line is definitely preferred around here today with these cars, and you got to be really careful about what you're going to do here. This is a very single groove track. You're going to see a lot of follow the leader, I think, here. We already kind of saw it on the first run there as Eichholz is going to try and sling back to the inside. Angel's going to try and make the outside work. Angel's in the wall, and that's going to hold up second place. Angel still has the lead, but don't want to do that too often. Now Angel's going to get to the inside line with Myatt as well. Looks like Washer's stuck still on the outside. Can't do that for too long as the outside line really don't have a whole lot of grip right now. Christian Vander Pesch is a car on a move now as they pretty much single filed out. Will Hoyt's caught in the sucker roll as he's falling back pretty much on that outside line. Don't want to do that too often here as it looks like the 55's got a pretty big lead right now. Angel does as Myatt's trying to reel that one back in as Angel's having a tough time getting by some of these cars. Here comes Washer trying to get by some lap cars as well. We know Arndt's got a little rocket ship as well, so they fix that car up, and he's just got to get back on the lead lap. Here comes now Angel and Myatt are looking underneath Cross. Not going to work out there, but interesting to see what Angel's going to do. Angel has been very competitive here in the past. I believe almost won a race on a couple of occasions now. And now Angel's definitely going to try for a move here. Myatt's going to follow suit. Oh, problems for Cross again. It looks like Cross has lost a ton of momentum there, so that's going to hold up Washer a bit here. And now I think Myatt's going to try and set up Angel now for the lead. Although I don't think Myatt's car is necessarily handling all that well. Or Myatt would dive underneath Angel now for the lead and make that move pretty much stick as Angel's going to lose a ton of momentum there on that outside line. Don't want to do that too often here as this is actually going to put Washer probably into second position if he can get underneath Angel here. Will he try that move? Nope, doesn't look like it. Fourth and fifth right now are Christian Vander Pesch and Jacob Hart. These two drivers have been strong here in the past, I believe. Ryan Matthews in sixth, the rookie here from Connecticut. Matthews not used to some of this oval racing. He spent a good deal of his time in overseas and touring cars, but Matthews has come quite accustomed to the Darlington Super Speedway. On the front stretch now, Chris Washer would make a move underneath the 55 car for second position. Looks like Angel's car isn't handling as well as it could. And actually, that's going to put Kuznetsov. Actually, Washer's going to put Kuznetsov and Arndt in between himself and the 55 car. However, it would not be long until Kuznetsov, as you can see kind of from this far camera angle, would get into the outside wall and lose a ton of positions there. Well, not positions, but track position there. So pretty much that whole strategy that Washer had went out the window. Chris Washer now would make a late move down underneath the Petronas Honda of Myatt to take over the lead here at Darlington. Chris Washer now is your leader. Very interesting race now as John Arndt followed suit right behind him. And now that actually puts Myatt in the grasp of Angel. And now Vander Pesch also is going to be a threat. However, Arndt would get his lap back, or one of his laps back actually, by diving underneath Washer. And this is actually going to put Myatt and Angel with no lap cars up to the leader Washer. So, sorry about that. And Washer now will be under some threat, I think. However, Chris Washer would start to make a gap. However, now Myatt is now closing in again on Washer. Now, Myatt's had some pretty quick laps now. And we're going to start seeing as Myatt's also got a helmet cam. Kind of what it takes to drive around Darlington. Look how narrow this track is. Look at how narrow the line is. And now you're seeing Myatt's really reeling in Washer right now. However, Myatt would fall back into the clutches of Sean Angel meanwhile, because Sean Angel's really quick right now. And we're seeing a lot of issues with Washer trying to get by Arndt. He's been trying to get a lot of moves done on Arndt, and he can't seem to get them done. Now you've got Myatt starting to really, well, Angel's hounding Myatt. And right now, I wouldn't be doing that if I was Angel, because you've got a chance for a lead, for the win here, or for the lead if you don't. Aaron Perkins' race would go from mediocre to bad when she would grenade the motor of that S3. Tough break. Close quarters racing further back. Eichholz is a lap down, but we're seeing Noah Hart diving underneath Kyle Collins, Roman Rahal following suit. So it is a very, like I said, close quarters race this one can be, as right now nobody wants to be stuck behind Jacob Eichholz. Even though Eichholz got a great run off the corner, Hart didn't. And now you're seeing Collins. Collins can mimic that. Now Collins is going to go low, get by Eichholz. And that's probably what I would do. Chris Washer would get back by John Arndt here, so that's important for Washer to have a lap car between himself and Myatt. And that's going to be very interesting as this race continues, because how will this affect pit strategy? Jacob Eichholz would get into the outside wall, and Roman Rahal will get pushed down in front of 46 car. Surprisingly, there was no yellow for this. I'm kind of shocked at that, but no caution flag for that. Roman Rahal would continue. Christian Vander Petch has also fallen back from 4th position down to 8th after I think he maybe caught the outside wall. And now he's under threat by Baskinger, Ekdahl, Wilhoit, and Siren. Cars that have worked their way up the order are DJ Curtis, Ryan Matthews, Jacob Hart. In 4th position now is Vincent Allen. So these Red Bull cars need to get as many points as they can, because Charles Sanford's having a pretty miserable race. Nick Percules would get his Darlington stripe, get into the 38 car, and around he would go, and that's in front of the field. That's going to be a yellow, definitely. Yeah, that brought out a yellow, as it probably should have. That could have been bad. Here it is again. Percules would get into the outside wall there, come into Michaels there. Around, Percules would go, and there are some cars coming up behind there, like his teammate Ryan Griffin and Eichholz, so they did throw the yellow for that. Problems though for Ryan Griffin is he would have a pretty slow pit stop there. Will he beat the pace car, I wonder? That's going to be important, because that might lap him. I believe he will beat the pace car, though. Yeah, Matt Griffin will beat the pace car. Washer would once again lead after coming off the pit lane. There are a couple of cars on the tail end of the lead lap. I believe Messina, Alex Allen, and Aiden Shepard are on the tail end of the lead lap. There's a couple of cars trying to get back on the lead lap. So there's a lot of stuff going on here that, well, I think somebody who might get to the inside line might be pretty beneficial here, because I'm not seeing too many slow cars. Matthews is already going to try for that. Ryan Matthews looking low already here. And that's going to pay off dividends for him unless Myatt can chuck a block in, which, knowing Myatt, nope, not going to have the room to do it. As you're seeing that inside line with Matthews is really strong right now. As Washer's trying to get the outside line to go, as Matthews is up to 2nd position. Looks like Matthews, yes, Matthews is going to take the lead right then and there. Ryan Matthews is right now your leader. However, can he get back to the inside to get by some of these other cars? I believe he will. Washer's fighting back on the outside. He's got Angel behind him. That's what you need if you're Ryan Matthews. Matthews is going to lead this race now. However, Chris Washer now is diving underneath Matthews for the lead, and that's going to be a pretty easy move as Matthews had to back way out of the throttle. And you don't want to do that too often, to be honest with you. Roman Rahal would earn a Darlington stripe, another one, and he is very slow on the outside lane. Luckily, it seems like the field is quite content with going single file behind him. Just got to be careful if you're Rahal in that situation. You've got Washer leading this race. You've got Angel and Myatt back there as well, and I'm waiting to see if Angel's going to make a move anytime soon here. Because if he were, that would really screw over Washer there. There's not a whole lot you can do in this given situation. Because if Angel were to dive low, he'd peg Washer behind Rahal, and that's not good either. As now, here's the move. Nope. Washer makes the move work. And Washer's going to retain his lead, at least in this stage of the race. 12 car, Tomas Saarinen had a tire go down, so he's coming out of the pits. Got to be careful about that kind of stuff there with Saarinen coming out. Like I said, it is a very wide track, and it can be hard to merge out of pit road onto it. So Saarinen, tough break for him. Kenny Myatt's closed the gap between himself and Sean Angel. There was a bit of a gap forming there, but Myatt has really used lap traffic to his advantage. He is trying to dive underneath, well, he's been trying to dive underneath Angel now. Angel now has some lap cars to get by, and he wants to get up to Washer, which is an important thing here. Myatt's going to try and get underneath Shepard here. Not going to work out well for Myatt in that case, but now you got Washer and Angel getting underneath Alex Allen, and now it's a two-car battle for the lead. Pretty much two-car battle. Tristan Wilhoit would be the next car to have a tire issue, as he would have to crawl his way around the track. So once again, from an outside front row starting spot, he's all the way having bad luck again, and that's not good for Wilhoit. This has been the epitome of his season. Has a good race, gets bad luck. Has a good race, gets bad luck. Angel would dive underneath Chris Washer for the lead, and would take the lead away from Angel now, as Myatt and Matthews are closing in. Myatt has closed in. Matthews is the next car to close in, as Myatt's now got a problem. Myatt's got a tire going down now, and that's not good there, so more bad luck for Myatt now. Every time it seems like he can win a race, something goes wrong. He's had the same kind of season as Tristan Wilhoit. So that's not good for Kenny Myatt. Aiden Shepard, the lap car now, is holding up, I believe, fourth place man Jake Baskinger and Jessica Shelton here. Oh, and Shepard in the wall. Contact. There goes Shepard around. This is right as Myatt was pitting for time-wise. Luckily, no yellow for this. We were able to keep going. Oh, no. This isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be good. Whoa! Look at the avoidance by some of these cars to miss that. I don't know what Shepard was thinking, and we're hearing that'll be a steward's inquiry. They really should have thrown a yellow for that, but Shepard was acting like a complete idiot there. So this is right as Shepard's being spun. Collins, of course, hit the wall. Look at Shepard just rejoin the race here with no regard for the cars behind him. Luckily, everybody had their heads on straight and avoided Shepard, because that could have been very, very bad. I don't know what Shepard was thinking, and he better get a substantial penalty for that. Chris Washer now would dive underneath Angel for the lead now. There he goes, making the move stick and grabbing the position away from the 55. However, Angel, coming out of the corner, would fight it back. And Angel would get the position back. So it's going to be, I think, one of those dogfights now as Matthews gets underneath Washer as well. So it's now a three-man dogfight. Oh, problems for Jake Baskinger. Probably damage from that wreck caused him to break down. In the meantime, Cooper Siren would grenade the motor at the same time that the 14 would break down. So seems like we're getting a lot of mechanical problems right now. And right here we see Baskinger grenading the motor. So both Baskinger and Siren would fall out of the race. Problems now for Tomas Saarinen, as he would have a tire go down and fall numerous laps. He was already numerous laps down. He's only going to go down further because of this. So tough break for Saarinen. So Sean Angel leads over Matthews and Washer. This three-man battle is going to get very interesting, I think, as this race goes on, because we're coming toward the end of it. You've got Matthews' teammate Kuznetsov up there as well, and while Matthews' car doesn't look as strong as maybe Washer's and Angel's, I think Matthews has the guts to maybe go for his first victory. However, Chris Washer would try and get underneath Matthews there as, well, Matthews slammed the door on him and isn't going to let him get that under him that easily. So, Angel now is up into position number 1 still, as Matthews retains 2 and Washer retains 3. However, I'm really thinking Washer is going to start getting really aggressive here towards the end of this race. Interestingly enough, though Tomas Saarinen is still out there numerous laps down, Kenny Myatt actually fell out of the race when he had the tire gun on. Apparently it was a suspension failure or some sort on that car. I'm not exactly sure what was wrong with it. However, something pretty serious caused the 9 to fall out. Noah Hart's worked his way up to 4th position. Behind him, you've got Vincent Allen in 5th, James Shelley in 6th, Shelton in 7th, and DJ Curtis in 8th. Jessica Shelton, for the most part, will be taking over Curtis's car, I believe, except maybe the 3rd car for that team might be going to Shelton. Somebody caught the wall back there. That was Kuznetsov caught the wall, battling with the leaders, but Shelton will be driving for Red Bull next year. Matthews tried to get underneath Angel there, but it wasn't going to work there for Matthews, and he's going to have to slot back in line. Ooh, Matthews got a really bad run to the center of that corner there. Now you've got Noah Hart and a couple others starting to close in a bit on these 3. However, the pit stop cycle would begin with Sean Angel coming down pit road, Ryan Matthews coming down pit road. Washer would stay out an extra lap. That'll be interesting to see who has the better green flag pit strategy now as looks like a lot of the cars are staying out. I believe the 18 are coming in. I believe the 18th stayed out, so that's going to be another interesting development. However, the 75 is going to have to deal with, no, I thought he was going to have to deal with Messina, but here comes Noah Hart, DJ Curtis, and Washer down pit road. Battle off pit road for provisionally the lead is going to go to Ryan Matthews by a long shot as Sean Angel has a pretty bad pit stop there. He comes out actually with Vincent Allen. Shows kind of what pit strategy does here. Here comes Chris Washer out of the pits here. And this is going to be important to see where he slots in comparison to Ryan Matthews. And I think he is going to get the lead out of this group. Nope, Matthews slides by on the outside. Unless if Washer can make it work. Matthews takes the lead. So Ryan Matthews is your leader. 2nd position is Washer. 3rd is Vincent Allen. 4th is Noah Hart. And look at how far Angel's falling back. Down to 7th. 5th is Shelton, maybe? Nope. 1 car stayed out. That would be DJ Curtis actually is on the lead on merit right now, I think. DJ Curtis came in and had a blisteringly fast pit stop, and DJ Curtis is our leader. However, he does have a lot of pressure here by some of these lap cars. And like Fontana's trying to get back on the lead lap. So DJ Curtis is your leader. However, Curtis would get into the outside wall, giving the lead to Chris Washer with only a handful of laps to go. Shelton's up into 3rd, trying to get by now. And now it's a battle between, can they catch Washer now? Here comes Shelton now. Shelton in her home race here in South Carolina. She's a South Carolina native looking to do well here in her home race. This could be a big day for Shelton if she can pull this off as Washer's being held up by Fontana. Here comes Noah Hart trying to shove. Hart's won here in the past. There's Ekdahl coming out of the pits as now Fontana gets in between Washer and 2nd position. So now it is Washer's doing what he needs to do right now. DJ Curtis would earn another Darlington stripe there and fall back even more positions, holding up Matthews again. Seems like they all like to hold up Matthews. As Chris Washer with only 3 laps to go, for the most part, is romping with it now. Saarinen again with more issues. Like the 5th time that car has been slowing off the pace. Chris Washer only has a couple laps to go. Coming to the final lap now, Chris Washer continues to lead over Noah Hart now, Jessica Shelton, Sean Angel, and this is a pretty big gap now. As long as Washer can maneuver this track cleanly for the next couple of laps, he should be fine. I don't think he'll catch any traffic that might hurt him. Oh, he might catch some traffic here. Jackwater's really slow here, but all he should do is just slot in behind these cars, and he will come away with this victory. And Chris Washer is going to come home. Will only catch the wall, but Chris Washer comes home to win the round of South Carolina here at Darlington. 2nd position is going to go to Noah Hart. 3rd to Shelton. 4th to Sean Angel. 5th to Vincent Allen. I'm not sure if I missed 6th. Yes, Ryan Matthews 6th. 7th, DJ Curtis. 8th goes to James Shelley. 9th to Scott Roush. And 10th to Charles Sanford. Sanford needed points there. He will be the only one in the top 5, I believe, running in the round of Michigan. So he needed that. So Your winner today is Chris Washer. Second is Noah Hart. Third is Jessica Shelton. Fourth is Sean Angel. Angel needed points there as well. Fifth goes to Vincent Allen. Sixth goes to Ryan Matthews. Seventh to DJ Curtis, our point leader coming into this race. Not sure if he'll come out with it. I don't think he will. Eighth to James Shelley. Ninth to Scott Roush. Great run by Roush in the top 10. 10th to Charles Samper. 11th to Kyle Bisceglia. 12th to Christian Vanderpesch. 13th to Jacob Hart. 14th to Joshua Michaels. First car lap down is William Brock. 16th is Andrew Cross. 17th is Kyle Collins. 18th is Ryan Griffin. 19th is Trek Tauger. 20th is Luca Fontana. 21st is Alex Allen. 22nd is Lucian Ekdahl. 23rd is Aiden Shepard. 24th is Jacob Eichelt. And 25th is Gabe Messina. Our next race will be a weekday race here on the round of Michigan. And the next time we see the entire field again will be at the round of Wisconsin at Road America. Last road course for a while. We'll see you there at Michigan, for where 14 cars and a couple of one-off cars will show up to do battle around for some good old-fashioned short track racing. See you then.